Go for liftoff in T-minus 30.
Stand by for further instructions, Minnesota Black Robe Regiment.
Secondary guidance systems engaged.
Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, it will be on my mark.
All systems are a go. All systems are a go.
Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, you are over the target. You are authorized to fire at will.
All right, everybody, it's really dark right now. You're only going to be able to see me during this and not the city council and other people. I hope everybody can hear me. If you can hear me, give me 5x5. Put a 1 in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. I got to get in and get signed up. So this is the rumored live, yes. 5x5. Good, everybody can hear me. ABA. It's here. Snarky's here. Sarah's here. Douglas is here. Teresa's here. Please share this out to whatever social media platforms that you have. I got to get in and get signed up. So a little bit later start than I wanted, so I'm hightailing it in to get the sign up time sheet. Here we go. And hey, how you doing? You're doing good. Comparatively. Really appreciate you asking. How are you doing? Howdy.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
I'm good.
Really excited about it. I'm pretty good stuff.
Well, I know I hadn't seen you for a while, so I assumed you were resting.
There's all the season taxis. So the levy was for that. So the beginning of it, or
But I will do. I will have. I do. I will do.
So. Novmeber the fifth, 29. We don't, we applied for this grant. And, um, that's, yes, the grant at that time for, we will. Get this stuff. On side of it.
I can say. Happen. I.
We talked with the advisor. Yeah. Something about praise. 5%. It's not, it's certainly was. It would have been 5% of people that time. But for 50%. 60%. 75% of the states. Perfect, that's a great sound. Something unpredictable. Lot of that. Small. There's kids are 25. It's spots. And so it's just like you stand something with the no. And we need to listen to people. Very simple. So much. Very much. Actually, so we could City of Iowa. First, so we have sorry to see back here on it's on. That's what it is. They saw the gates. That we think it's a lot. It's one of the
Elevate people. Just because we do the delineated or the one.
advice on how to keep people and speaking about. So I believe that this is spot that one you need to know is one thing. It's not just one thing we can't do. And I thought that safety, it's not safe to walk, especially as you're conscious. Something gets. So that's it's not yours. First, the first. So,
Well, I know I talked to someone.
Whoa.
That it's about talking to them. So.
I I personally need it. Think it's part of the whole thing, but I hate to see it on the clock. Just. Hours taking time to do it. Good stuff. Anything. Also, need. So those cars are coming right up like three of them. It's full down. Stop. But.
I can personally tell you, they do slow down when they come around our corner. When they have to stop and go around those delineators and turn, they're going way slower than when they used to just kind of cut the.
I have to put full. Drive.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's for.
Then that.
It's, don't you want safety in our community?
It's a Olivia.
Yeah.
So wrong. They slowed them down, but. Oh, the people. So,
Why don't you listen to what we have to say about funding and stuff too before you guys make a decision?
so it's not, it's something that could go down the road, then might be that. Because I think taxpayers. Yeah.
Grant.
So the engineering could knock them out of their grant if they get.
Um, form that they search for and find other years. There has to be some type of grant opportunity for us to look into. Guys,
Already approved the ball. Before the grant, but they have to give some of the cost, get the cost for that.
I wanted to make the point that we seriously consider and look into grant funding opportunities so that we can maybe put those monies back and not necessarily count on business aligned to paying the money back. Remember, that's not,
So grant that's going to be.
Yeah.
Not the fund for that.
that's what I wanted to make the point. We work hard to try and find grants. So now it comes back.
Okay. We're at the budget, any other? And motion to close the here. Anybody have anything else to say? Anybody else? Oh. All right. Oh, okay. That's great.
I'm going to approve the agenda.
Motion second, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. Agenda passes. Item number 6, consent agenda. Minutes from the council meeting from October 13, 24, December preliminary and November final accounts payable. Fire action pay.
The consent agenda with the three noted items.
I'll say,
Motion second, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed by the same sign. Consent agenda passes. Just for a sec. Okay.
I actually compared here to about just that I am still for them. And I feel that because I'm always
Actually, if I can, I'm going to let, I think 2 other people signed up before me. Yeah. I'm going to wait until these 2 are done.
Figure out this. You know, for the most part, the council members, each one of you, disagree with some of your decisions. Seriously. Both from failures. Goes through, there's going to be bump outs, there's going to be flowers, there's going to be people congregating on street corners. There's not going to be plowed fire trucks unable to do their job. But during the summer, it's going to be vibrant, just like on Wednesday on Broadway, but the lesser degree, if you don't do the Broadway, if you don't do the thing as the amount. If you're not moving forward, you're moving back. Grant money aside, and for the cost doesn't mean that you use the engineering cost. So we don't know what the plan looks like yet. We don't know what the plan looks like from that case standpoint. We're being fundraising, like, you know, we're being looking like grant. And it's like, you know, only reason so far is do we have that. We're told we have a plan. So I hope for we get a finalized idea. We comes together. It doesn't have to come out of that very profit. But these fundraisers for grant. So thank you for your time. Here, so use my phone so I don't. I want to say good evening, Mr. Mayor, and members of the City Council. Today, I'm bringing the treasurer of the Spring Valley Business. I'm here to thank you for the support that you gave in November by approving the big step of applying for the grant from Minba Broadway project. Opportunities like this grant have a very, very your support. The grant speaks volumes of the vision that you have for the city that's future. You see the vision despite the naysayers within the city. There are a few people who are acting like empty plants. They make a lot of noise, but they do not have definitive projects or plans. Like in your kitchen, there's always the empty pan that makes the most noise. Their suggestions are always about the issues of the money, which falls, the uses of the money, which fall outside the guidelines of the grants, like Mid-Eye grant, or outside of the city charter. Their comments tend to be at best misleading and devoid of the facts. One only needs to look at the industrial park north of town to see the investment the city has made in supporting the businesses in that area of town. By including the cost of engineering in your budget for the Broadway project, underscores your commitment to the economic health of the entire city. In past discussions, the SBVA is committed to not having this cost the city any taxpayer. Obviously, no one anticipated that there would be an opportunity to receive up to $1 million for the Broadway project. To say that SBVA does not have $1,000 available for the grant engineering cost is a vast understatement. There is no change in our commitment to this pledge, even though there is a vast risk of design being modified. We only have one representative on the committee, so the project runs the risk from going from cap to that's. But we feel that if the project is not substantially altered, we will underscore our commitment to replace the money the city is investing in engineering over the next few years. We will do this through fundraising and in applying for grants. We will work with the city as a part of these grant processes to enable the repayment of engineering costs. The budget item, 100,000 engineering, will yield $1 million for the city. That is a terrific return on investment. Thank you for your willingness to help Spring Valley move forward. This will be a great legacy for you as members of the council and a boost to the vitality of Spring Valley. Thanks, Dan. Thanks. Hi. Not all the time. I got 5 maybe one thing. So that The frustration that I have at the city council. This, where people part of that. We say one thing to me about keeping safety and this, but like the delineators, they don't need to make it safer. Once that happened, the second they got taken out this fall, the first Sunday, they got taken out, somebody flew down 60 miles an hour. Sunday, new fly up all the time. If you're talking about safety, there's a ton that needs to happen. Study. To make it easier for people to come in and make it safer. You talk to people that are going to pharmacy, everybody at pharmacy will tell you it enjoys coming downtown. Safe downtown. When because they don't want to back up downtown. Dangerous because everybody's flying through there. So frustrations of it all. People, I why do you think what? What? I'm not speaking. What is it? For the people, man, like we're here. Like, what is it? We're trying to do something. This is not the only thing that we're trying to do.
He's just a big concept. Not have people.
This is our job.
Your time, your employees to address.
Came up with not even having a clue what the hell it is. Hey guys. Do you have any questions for me? Just love to ask why. What? Like you guys already approved all the grant stuff. We've been moving forward. Fine. Now it's every time. What? Why do you want to try to do something better? What?
It's his time. It's his time. Don't talk over him.
It's pretty bad.
Oh. First, I want to say a big shout out to the Spring Valley ambulance crew. They helped me save my wife's life a few weeks ago. That is priceless. Now on to something else. There was a mandate, Tony. The people of this town spoke when they elected Justin mayor. Spoke very loudly. Always treated you with respect. What I saw with how you addressed him, Mr. Slifka, in a moment of frustration, you never, ever, sitting in one of these seats, tell anybody to sit down and be quiet. That is not your job. No, it's my time. My time. So now the next. On November 5th, I conducted myself lawfully, legally, and within the rights of a citizen of the United States to record my vote in a polling place. And two of your senior election judges, one of them being Amber, accosted me verbally, vocally, and in my face, immediately losing her temper in a very unprofessional manner to the tune of $17 an hour. Attempted to eject me from a polling place. You can't look at me right now, can you, Tony? You don't have time for me? You don't have time for me right now? You look to everybody else, you don't have time for me? Then make eye contact with me. No, you didn't. You were looking at your paper like this doesn't matter. So effectively, two employees of this city attempted to strip me of my right to vote and my right to act as press. Not only that, one of them, deputy clerk, who's not a reflection of the performance of that woman right there. Deb is phenomenally professional. Even when we disagree, she is phenomenally professional. Jordan called 911 and summoned not one, but two deputies. One of them from over 20 miles away, who got here in less than 20 minutes. I have all the audio. No indication that it was an emergency. He used 911 to weaponize law enforcement against me when I was breaking no laws, embarrassing me in front of a room full of people. I did not bring that on myself. I broke no laws. I did nothing wrong. And you may or may not agree with what I was doing, but that doesn't matter whether the general public or even anybody sitting up here agrees or disagrees with me. Now, I happen to know for a fact that Jordan had a performance review 90 days ago, a little over 90 days ago. I'm not done. I'm not done. I want some sort of a formal apology from her and from this city for how I was treated that day. And that should be the case for anybody who's treated that way. And I want assurances that Amber will never serve in this town that she does not live in ever again on an election judge position or in an election judge position. I want that. And I will be here every single time that topic comes up to assure that she does not. If you watch the video, her conduct was uncalled for. And then they made jokes about punching me. I have the audio for that. And then they tried to trump up accusations about what I was doing wrong to try and get me kicked out. And at the end, I won the day and I was able to vote and record, and no one apologized for that. And I do not think, no matter how much I may disagree with an individual from time to time, or even agree, that is a direct reflection of the values of the city, the people of the city, or the city council, or anybody who's sitting in the mayor's seat or about to take the mayor's seat. Uncalled for, unprofessional, and a waste of resources, and dangerous to everybody that was on the roads that night, and even to me. Second, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed by saying sign. Resolution 2024-26 is adopted. Item number 9, 27, resolution of adjusting pay scale.
I'll move to approve resolution 20.
The second, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed by same sign. Resolution 2024-27 passed. Item number 10, resolution 2024-28. Designate poll place.
Like motion to approve resolution 2024-28.
Motion second, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed by same sign. Resolution 24. Motion passed. Item number 11. Sources and capital project funds.
I will approve it in 2024-29.
Motion is second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. Resolution 2024-29 passes.
This is.
Second. Motion is second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed by the same sign. 2024 public proposal passes. Council meeting to approve final payments.
Approval of the principal. That's.
I'll move to approve a council meeting to approve the final payables, set for December 26th at 6 p.m.
Okay, second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. Final payable for the dates is set for 26th of December. Special county council meeting January 2nd.
That's also.
You can walk through the stuff. It's been in January 2nd. Give me a second. Second. Motion is second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed by the same sign. Special council meeting will happen on January 2nd, 2025. Staff reports. John's not here. Okay. You got it?
Here is Senate, bookings are very busy still, and everything's going good. Our recreation programming, winter rec is off and running, and the first tournament on May 4th. 10 different teams are being involved, including 3 from our own program. I'd like to thank the volunteer coaches, the boys. We have Julie Warren, Thomas Lentz, Bill Racous. The girls, we've got Jim Mike Lucy, Elizabeth Wolfgram, Lisa Campbell, Greg Brandon, Leslie Baker. 4 projects within the parks themselves are completed, ready to go for spring, and with everybody to have a happy holidays.
Thanks, John. Is Chad here tonight? Chad's not here. Chris, EDA. Also, just a couple quick things here. There's been posted for Monday, December 11th. The food shop will be receiving a working camps food, so it's a public notice of notice public meeting has been posted. It's at 3:30 p.m. here in Spring Valley. So if you're up for that, if you're here to show up and support the food shop, they did a fantastic job. And then the other thing, Spring Valley housing study is underway, as most of you know. The survey is open online for the next 2 days. For next open on Friday. They do have a good number of surveys now, but please, if you know anybody that hasn't taken that survey, take some time to fill that out. That study will most likely be ready for final presentation first part of February. So they are they were just out of March or April. They're moving a little bit quicker. They were here last week, so we're looking to have information by first part of February, which will be nice to go into some part of the quantity. Should we on ahead?
I'll make attend the food shelf board. From the city standpoint, so anything else?
Thank you. Alyssa's Deb's the next one.
Working on postal 2024, we were
questions for Deb? Thank you. Melissa's not here. Sue, what's?
Evening, we had a busy month with 55 for all, which is sick patient contact with cancer for them. And then one who's there, both crops were almost like one of the deputies went off in the off the floor. Continues to be busy doing CPR classes this week. More anticipated the year. All the bad news is that Mike's made arrangement for that. Speak, I believe. Tuesday next week. I gave to cover that. So, it's in the process of creating out other devices, which is absolutely we're giving this great for you with the folks that so that and that was for any questions? Thank you for all.
Yes.
That's the fire department. Over called again last month. Made one landing and one kitchen fire. That was it for calls. I've trained for November was just, we did roast knots. And then we don't have any trainings come December. And then we have our annual meeting this Wednesday. Election for any office. Any questions? Thanks, Dustin. Okay. Sound good. Hey, that's a report.
I don't really have anything other than the suggestion for next year for the council to consider maybe combining staff reports and commissioner reports, because each commissioner is assigned to someone who gives a report for the staff reports. So maybe we could combine it, have the commissioner for that area talk with that section head and make a decision who wants to present a report, so that maybe we're not both reporting kind of on the same thing. Because the commissioner should be in touch with their section head, at least on a monthly basis, in my opinion. Talk about how things are going and what might need to happen or improve. So maybe that might be something that combining staff reports and commission update into one. That's all I have.
Justin? John? Great. Also updates, great. John?
Couple of special meetings for nearing the end of your term. It's spot time dedicated to
Appreciate it. Justin?
Yeah, just for residents to get out this weekend. We've got Christmas on Sport project. It's a fun time. That's scattered throughout town next to it. Get out and enjoy it. What's next?
Just a reminder for residents that winter parking is in effect. I know we don't have snow, but that rule that is place for. Please just follow it. If you do need to park on the street, please come down to City Hall, get a parking pass, parking permit, so that you can, be on the street without getting tickets. So just a reminder for that. And I too want to personally thank Tony for all of your years of service and everything that you've done. Thank you very much. And also, thank you, Greg. Thank you for your years of service on the city council. And thank you also. No, that's it.
Mayor's report. Justin had mentioned the historical Broadway is happening this weekend. Big part of it. It'll be my 10th year of being Santa Claus. Let's do that. They got them up here together, so get kids down there and have some fun. I do want to thank decisions and it's best for the people of Spring Valley and for the people who are taxpayers. So, I did well. Thank you for my time. It's been 16 years on the council and 6 years as mayor. First day I got selected the Jack third seat. I ended up yes. Seat. So I just said so this was only short term appointment. So but I did take part. It's been great. It's been kind of long and it's time for me to get out of it and just step back and relax and take my retirement from that. But thank you everybody for everything you supported me with guidance and terms. About 6 years. Yeah. So thank you. Without her, I couldn't do everything. And listen, Justin, good luck with everything that's on. Pretty good. Good job. Like they said, yeah, more again. It's really good feeling with it. So I tell you this because I really look forward to a little bit more than just being on council. Yeah. So, yeah. So the other one, yeah. And helping me along the way. Give me all that information I need to know. So that's all I have to say. Thank you for adjournment for motion. Second. Motion second. Any discussion? Favor signify by saying aye. Opposed by the same sign. Yeah.
That review, I hope.
Sorry.
I appreciate that. You know there are times where but that was so. And I even felt bad sending you that the next few days later asking for that, but I was like, so glad to see you two both here tonight, by the way. The last few times I've been here, he's been wrestling.
Oh yeah.
So it was really good to see you guys both here. So, hey, that's your personal life. Thank you.
How's it going? How's the wife holding up? I see she's back to work, so that's definitely
Not like she was.
baby steps.
Very, very. And there are days like, I'm still
No, I
don't
don't
really. I will.
consider she could be 6 feet under, so I mean.
You know,
Yeah, I mean,
Justin.
well, I've been in that spot
I know.
too, so I can legit say that, you know.
I really appreciate it.
God, not a try to put a light spin on things, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's just I'm glad she's still with them.
No, I can honestly say you and I will not disagree on that one. I really, I know you guys keep an eye on the place too, so I really appreciate it. I'm waiting for somebody to come out who had another election experience that night, and so that day. So I'm waiting, folks, for her. She's going to share a little bit of what happened with her. I can stand here and I'm from Minnesota, but I'm not dressed for the wind right now.
Good job. Wait, hold into tab.
That was firing me. And say hi to the audience because you're going to be coming on pretty soon. Oh. So he's a school board guy.
Well, it's soon to be ex-school board guy.
Soon to be ex-school board, but we're going to have a talk about school board stuff. So we just haven't been able to connect since we met the first time face to face. So
So I'm looking forward to it.
well, I'm looking forward to having you on. I still have your email, but I needed to get through some things, obviously, with Maggie and her
That's gonna be
incident.
really scary.
It was terrifying. So, but I really appreciate it. And that is the hero.
Great outcome.
Hey, we'll catch you later, Todd. See you guys.
Take your time.
Just a second, guys. So over here, introduce yourself. Like we can't really see, but introduce yourself.
I'm Carol Ann Jackson. I'm a
5x5 if you guys can hear her.
Spring Valley resident.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. I'm telling them what happened.
Yeah. So speak up just a little bit,
Okay, so when election day occurred,
like when you got to wake Charlie up.
uh, on election day, I was here in Spring Valley. I came to vote. I had my ID and I had some mail that proved where I live, and I had a neighbor come with me to vouch for me. They refused to allow me to vote because my last name, which is on my Facebook, was not the same name that is on my ID and my mail. And the deputy clerk refused to allow me to register to vote and let her to vouch for me, even though I literally had exactly the documentation that I needed to be able to vote. I tried to be polite while they were yelling at me. What's the lady's name? Jordan. She was
Less than professional.
she kept telling me, you have to go to Preston. First of all, I actually had no gas in my car. They told me, well, I can go to Preston and get a new ID.
Get on there and check,
Right?
Chris,
Hey.
Chris is our new city council member.
Hi there.
She doesn't like to be on camera because I tried to get her to come on before.
I don't, but I just wanted to say thank you because there were people out there that actually voted for me, and which was really, it was really great. Just want you to know.
It feels
Kind
good.
of spooky being in there and listening.
They're not normally like that. Tonight was odd. So, but that's why you're a good fit for the seat because you're going to bring some
Sweet smiles and kindness is the heart of our city.
and somebody with the spine, which I know you have. So congratulations. I'll be here for the swearing in.
Amen. I appreciate that very much. And I appreciate all the people that did vote for me because I never thought I'd become got that number one position.
Feels good, doesn't it? It feels good.
It doesn't hurt.
I'm strongly advocating for you to get the mayor pro tem, by the way.
Amen.
Thank you for that too.
Well,
So when she was speaking to me, she wouldn't even speak to me. She was actually speaking to my friend that had come along with me. And she kept telling her that she needs to go to Preston and she needs to go get a new ID. And I said, well, I don't actually have the funds today to do that. And she was adamant then, well, I need to go there to vote. And she called up to them, told them what was going on and told them that wasn't my name. But that is my name. This is my driver's license. This is all of my mail. These are my tax documents and statements.
Just so you guys understand too, she actually drove the 20 miles to Preston so she could exercise her right to vote because she was told she couldn't vote in the town she lived in.
And I explained like 11 times. 11 times.
So
I said, what's different there in Preston?
And they
The same documents with me.
and they still made her go there, and Preston lost their gourd, not on her, but on Jordan. They called over here and chewed her ass.
And hear her apologize. You want to hear her apology?
Yeah, this is good. I've heard this, but go ahead. Tell the audience.
I'm sorry that I didn't know that you had the right document. And I was like, I literally tried to tell you, but you spoke over me 1,116 times.
That's
It
a
wouldn't allow me to
slight exaggeration. It was only 1,100.
continue to yell at me in front of all of the old people, and I wanted to cry, but I knew I had it to vote. I knew even more in that moment that I had to exercise my right to vote, and that I had to especially elect new people within the community. And I felt like for once I knew, like it was a shitty situation, but at the same time it was really gratifying to actually see the value of what I was trying to do. There was a reason right there why we need to speak up and re-elect officials.
Or elect good ones. I mean, for those of you that are in the voting process, I know not everybody takes part in the voting process, but so her case is not the only one that day. There were other people that were verbally and like accosted by Amber. Somebody I'm very close to was waiting for his significant other after he finished voting. He was waiting for her to finish voting, and he stopped by the door, and Amber like almost made a really bad joke about size. Okay, like a rushing bull, ran up on him and yelled at him, "You need to get out of here." And he's like, "I'm waiting for my wife." "It doesn't matter. You need to get out of here." So that's what we were dealing with. And like a lot of people think in small towns, it's a lot different than in big cities. And it's not. The power goes straight to their heads, no matter what position they're in. And it corrupts them. And I don't buy the argument that everybody who seeks to be in elected office is already corrupt. But it takes a certain measure of character to hold an office or be appointed to a position within city government or any government is absolutely an indication. How do I want to say that? You have to have a really good head on your shoulders to not lose your bearing, to not lose your ethics. So we're going to wrap this up here because it's really cold and I've got a 2-block walk home yet. But I really appreciate everybody tuning in. I will clip out my speech. It was a little fiery. Just a titch. They didn't like it. But sometimes, as some of you were saying, that is what needs to be done, what needs to happen. So everybody, thanks a lot for tuning in. I have to go home and feed my faith and get in bed by 8:30. So I hope that everybody has a great night and be looking forward to this week's Libertarian Lowdown. I have Sonia Agora coming on to talk about agorism and living an agorist lifestyle. I've got another person from the Libertarian Institute scheduled for an interview this weekend. And there's going to be some shorts and other things coming out this week. And there's always a drive time dialectic. There's always something to talk about during a drive time dialectic during the week. And we may or may not have an update about a case being investigated by Rochester and another state patrol officer. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for support. If you can, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, head over to the GiveSendGo if you're interested to help Mrs. Minnesota in her recovery. Join as a channel member if you haven't already. It's worth the time. We're going to be doing another channel members only chat one of these weekends, if not this weekend. And I've got a lot of big stuff cooking. So until next time, my friends, fight for your liberty, it is yours. Fight for your freedom, it belongs to you. And it's a really cold 6 Semper Tyrannis.
Amen.
We are going for liftoff in T-30. Stand by for further instructions, Minnesota Black Robe Regiment. Secondary guidance systems engaged. Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, it will be on my mark.
All systems are a go. All systems are a go.
Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, you are over the target. You are authorized to fire at will.